Rosebud.
This morning we're going to talk about the deadly sin of anger. And that clip you may have recognized from a great old film called Citizen Kane. Orson Welles, at the beginning of the movie, was abandoned by his mother and father, and had just been abandoned, or his wife had left him prior to that rage-filled bedroom scene. The Greek philosopher Aristotle said that anger is a burning desire to pay back pain. It's an emotional and cognitive and whole body reaction, defense mechanism to try to destroy that which is hurting us or has attempted to destroy us, to somehow stop the suffering by eliminating the source of pain. I watched Citizen Kane on the way home from Toronto last Sunday morning. It was a good film, but I was sort of resonating with the anger theme in my mind, thinking about today, and also the anger scene, thinking about the planes, trains, and automobile trip I had going out there and coming back. I mean, Air Canada to begin with, right? Air Canada, who I had a $1,000 voucher because I couldn't go somewhere last year to book the flight. This flight was way cheaper than that, but we can't give you the money back. Okay, I'll kiss off the money. And then the car rental thing. The car rental wasn't ready when it was supposed to. Got me late for the whole trip. I was late for this big family dinner in Detroit, and that really got me kind of mad. And even on the way out, before I even got on the plane, before I even got to the rental car, going through airport security, right? And just before I left home, I took a couple of brand new containers of, shaving stuff and hair product thing, and just grabbed them out of the medicine cabinet, throw them into my suitcase, and I'm trying to take it as carry-on, of course, right? And so, sir, do you mind if we open your bag? I'm going, oh, yeah, sure, go ahead. I figured they'd just swipe my computer, right, and see if I've been to my meth lab lately or constructed any bombs. But they say, can you open the, where you have your toiletries and stuff? And I opened it, and sure enough, the lights shone out because I had these larger-than-allowed containers. And so they pull out these 200-milliliter brand-new hair product thing and this other shit, and they put them down and go, we can't let you onto the plane with these, right? I'm going like they're brand new. And, of course they can't, and I should know better. And I can't get really angry, right? Because if I really snap at them, I'm going to hear the snap of the rubber glove in the back room, right? They're going to work me over big time. So it's this measured kind of anger at these people. So I say to them, this is my warped mind, thinking that they probably all just go through the products afterwards. Hey, I'll take home this, you take home that. And you look around those security things next time you're there, they all have well-coiffed hair, okay? So anyway, thinking they're going to use my stuff, I say, I want to see you throw it in the garbage. This is me putting the screws in some kind of controlled anger way. Sir, we don't use the products. We get paid plenty of money to do this. Anyway, I sort of parting shot, right, and just take my bags and take my security person wanting to be a policeman punishment and walk away and get to the departure lounge finally and open my book on anger to get prepared for this Sunday service. So it took me about 2 chapters to realize that I couldn't even read. I was still kind of upset and reading about forgiveness and other things as antidotes for anger. So I just said, I may as well do it, walked back, went to the security thing, and the lady, I recognized her, she was on the far end, working at the front end of the security line. And so I asked somebody, can she come over here, right? And they're all going, oh, right? And it was like a shift change, right? So the whole airport of security agents were there. And she comes over to me, and I apologized. I said, you know what, I got a little bent. I was out of line. I should know better. I misbehaved. Sorry for doing that. It's kind of neat because like all these agents are watching. It's like I was representing all of the traveling public saying sorry to all of the security agents around the world. Sorry for the idiots we are sometimes when you're doing your job. And the moment I said sorry and walked away, my heart was lifted for a small thing like that. And I was able to read, and I enjoyed my trip, I'm sure, a lot more than I would have had I just left what I had messed up in place. My anger was diffused by an apology, the humility of that. I found peace by letting go of my right to avenge, by forgiving that other person for the slight that they put into your life. You regain freedom. So me and the Calgary International Airport security people are all good now. Now, easy little story, nothing too serious. I did wonder, was I being a bit of a doormat there? Should I have stood up for my hair product rights more? Didn't I have a right to be angry? No. That was pure packing sloth on my part. But what about the real hurt situations and the thing that you experienced, which wasn't just an airport security type thing, it was a life security thing, and it really did hurt and damage you. Your partner just had an affair, and you just found out about it. Or your dad or your mom hurt you so deeply. Or the company, it's like they turned their back on you and betrayed you. Those people abandoned you. Surely, in cases like those, there is a case for righteous anger. And there is a rightful rage that ought to well up within a human being. And surely anger at some time is a right response, and maybe the only and best response for some circumstances. After all, God got angry, right? And Jesus got angry. Even Jesus. Jesus went straight to the temple and threw out everyone who had set up shop, buying and selling. He kicked over the tables of loan sharks and the stalls of dove merchants. And he quoted this text, "My house was designated a house of prayer, and you have made it a hangout for thieves," using his words to convey his anger. Now there was room for the blind and the crippled to get in after he cleaned it out, and they came to Jesus, and he healed them. Jesus got angry, but he also preached, love your enemies, right? And blessed are the peacemakers in the Beatitudes. Jesus was the one who said, turn the other cheek. And all you need is love. Well, that was the Beatles who said all you need is love. But he had this message of selfless, take it. Take it upon yourself, the anger of other people. Don't respond in kind. You've heard it say an eye for an eye, but I say, turn the other cheek. Lay down your life. Submit. So for me, maybe the answer is just know the grace that has been extended to you. How much you've been forgiven, Jesus taught in a parable, and then go and forgive others. Remember how far I went for you. Do you remember that? Do you know that in your life?